You are listening to the Lose Weight for the Last Time podcast with Laura Conley, and it is day 2 of School of Skinny. So we wanted to bring you School of Skinny straight to the podcast because some of you have reached out saying you missed it. So we're kind of doing like a listen party, if you will. So day 2 was so awesome because we talk about ravenous raisins and craving commitment. So if you've ever had trouble staying motivated, if you've ever had trouble sticking to your plan, this podcast, day 2, is right for you. You are going to love it. It has so many aha moments, and it's really going to be the missing piece. Okay. So I hope you enjoy day 2. And remember, if you are ready to take your journey to the next step, go to lauraconley.com/lose so that you can book your one-on-one call with me to see if the Yummy Mummy experience is right for you. On this call, I will be introducing a new way that we can work together that I've never introduced before, and I might never do again. We're kind of just testing things out. So there is a lower commitment, and there's a way to, calling it kind of like the taste of the Yummy Mummy. So book that call, see if this offer might be right for you, and enjoy listening. Have the best day ever. Bye. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. It is day 2 of the School of Skinny. So day 1 was all about creating the plan. And I have this client, Leonora. I just love her dearly. Oh, so good. My clients become my friends. I just freaking love them so much. Okay, so my client, Leonora, is like, inside the Yummy Mummy, we spend like a day making our plans, and then we spend the rest of the 6 months learning how to want to honor our plans, learning how to love our plans, learning how to get around obstacles so that we can weigh what we want. It's not so much about the plan. It's about the mindset that goes into the plan, the emotional intelligence that goes into the plan. So really the rest of the week is going to be very unique. Oh, I rhymed. The rest of the week is going to be unique in terms of like I'll admit it, you guys, like creating a plan, it's not that unique and different. The way that we create plans and then the way that we follow the plans is unique and different. And it is what makes the Yummy Mummy method, which is what you guys are learning in here. That's what makes it work, not just having a plan. Okay. So, remember that the Yummy Mummy method is what you are learning inside the School of Skinny. Skinny means to weigh what you want and to feel your absolute best in your skin, light, alive, vibrant, radiant, right? Living your best life, your one precious life. So we are going to lose weight for the last time so that you get to live the life of your dreams for the first time and maybe ever, or maybe in a long time, right? So I want you to be really excited for these next 4 days. Today, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, it's going to be the absolute freaking best ever. Okay. Remember, the reason why this is called the School of Skinny is because you haven't learned the skill. You literally need the skill of permanent weight loss. That's why you haven't lost weight. So don't beat yourself up. It's not your fault. It's okay. I really want you to understand that it's as simple as that. You just haven't been taught. You're not walking around like, I wonder why I can't ski moguls, or I wonder why I can never win a pickleball game. You're not wondering that. The answer is like, oh yeah, well, I haven't learned. I haven't been taught. Same applies here. Nobody's teaching us that. Everybody's like, you should know better right now. You should be able to do it on your own. You know all of the things. Why can't you just get yourself to do it? So if you ever find yourself in that position where you're like, God, I feel like I know exactly what to do, I just can't get myself to do it, it's because you don't have the skill that I teach you. It's because you don't have the mindset and the emotion set, the emotional intelligence. Now, my clients come to me, they are very emotionally intelligent already. We just level it up a bit, okay? My clients are very, and this is probably true for you too, right? Very successful in all other areas of their lives, which kind of can feel like bang your head against the wall around like, how come I can get myself to do every other thing in my life except for this one thing, right? Okay. So let's dive into day 2, okay? We're going to talk about commitment today. Now, let's play around with the definition for commitment. What do you guys think commitment is? And I'm getting some questions from Instagram. I love this, Carrie. So Carrie, she's asking me, she's like, I want more suggestions for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So Carrie, what is your plan? And then I will just riddle off like 40 suggestions, or I will tell you what to Google, or I will tell you what to put in Chat GBT. Okay? Because that is so easy. We can find so many examples and I can help you with that. So tell me what your plan is so that I can spit out a bunch, right? You want to use me for the mindset and the emotional set, and then use robots for like, what should I eat? You can literally chat into Chat GPT and be like, I don't eat processed sugar, I don't eat flour, and I don't eat gluten or whatever. What are 10 options that I can have? Isn't this so fun that this exists now? What are 10 options that I can have? And I can tell you what I eat. I can tell you what my clients eat. That's actually the easy part, right? I always say this, the yummy mummy method is you learning what is not being taught online or in a book. Okay? Okay, so Carrie, you're doing 3 meals a day, no flour, no sugar. 3 meals a day, no flour, no sugar, no snacks, no eats after 8. Is that right? I think that's right. I think. Okay, tell me if that's right. So many options. You could have eggs, bacon, cottage cheese, Greek yogurt, fruit. Like I'm trying to think, what do I eat lately? Chicken, beef, lamb. I like salami, organic, cheese. I love cheese. You can do rice. You can do potatoes. You can do turkey roll. I had like turkey roll-ups yesterday. I love turkey roll-ups. What else have I been really into? I've really been into scrambled eggs. I get on these kicks. Tuna. I love tuna in seaweed. I love meat sauce with spinach and some Parmesan and hearts of palm pasta. Maybe 2 meals. Okay, that's great, Carrie. Amazing. Amazing job. So I would have you go into Google and be like, this is what I eat. Spit out 10 recipes to me. I mean, there's 10 things right there, right? Scrambled eggs and bacon and blueberries, tuna and seaweed, turkey roll-ups and side Caesar salad. This is like the stuff that I eat. A nice, like, rich meat sauce with hearts of palm pasta. Tons of salad. Chef salads, chopped salads. Like, I could go on and on and on and on and on. Peanut butter and apple. That's like a kind of a mini meal or a great snack. So many things. I like to do these. Have you guys served like these hot girl snack plates, right? We call it like the suburban poo-poo platter. And I just put like carrots, pickles, cheese, salami. It's like a charcuterie board. Okay. So we're also getting a question, and then we'll talk about commitment. So I want you guys thinking about in the back of your mind, what is the definition of commitment? Don't ask Google this one. Yeah. So amounts, portion sizes. This is a great question. Okay. So like, how much should I be eating? I'm not going to tell you. Your body's going to tell you, right? I want you to start to tune in to your hunger and satiety cues. Okay. Your body tells you when you need to pee and when you need to poo. Our bodies will tell us that when our hunger hormones are balanced. So that is what we are doing right now. We're balancing our hunger hormones by moving away from ultra-processed and processed foods like processed sugar and flour. And we're going to be able to start to hear those cues. So right now you actually might be in a guessing game. And I would err on, I'm Carrie in Paris. What size portions do the Parisians eat? Do not eat American size portions. I mean, do it if you want to, and that feels good in your body, right? But I think that could be really helpful. Okay. So, okay, you guys are throwing in your definitions for commitment. I love it. Put in the Q&A box, what is your definition of commitment? Okay? Because that is what we are talking about today. We have all been taught what commitment is incorrectly. Okay? So You have not actually learned what commitment is when it comes to your health and food and your relationship with how much you eat, what you eat. Right now, you guys are probably super dialed when it comes to commitment, like your PTO commitment, right? Or your commitment as whatever role you serve in your work environment, your commitment in your marriage. I bet you guys are crushing your commitments in all other areas of your lives, okay? So definition of commitment. Commitment is staying with that plan and changing it as needed. Yes, I love that definition. Commitment is to me just staying consistent. And if I fall, you guys are freaking pros. This is so good. Commitment to me is staying consistent. And if I fall off one day, that's okay. Just don't let myself fall off for more than 2 days. Amazing. Commitment is an agreement with myself. Yep. Here, let me keep reading. Nice one, Katie. I love that. Commitment is keeping my promise. I think you guys really nailed it. Okay. So what I think is, I think you guys are freaking yummy mummies. I think you guys all get a gold star. A+, check. You guys are getting freaking extra credit here. Okay. You guys are going to earn the Friday pizza party. On, you know what I do? It's like pizza pan pizza. I love pizza pan pizza. You just put all the toppings on the pan and you do like a 1-sheet dinner. Mwah, so good. So you guys are going to earn that pizza party. My daughter, my second grader, she was just telling me yesterday how they like are working to earn I think it's like a jammy stuffy day. They don't do treats at their school, which I love. Like, can you imagine where we'd be right now if we weren't rewarded with treats growing up? It's for another day. But anyways, okay, so my definition, the Yummy Mummy Method's definition of commitment is honoring your word, following through, just like you guys said, no matter what. But here's the caveat. Here's why this definition is different. What is included in the no matter what? No matter what. Honoring my word to myself, honoring my promise to myself, honoring my plan, no matter what. This is the part that matters. In that no matter what is even if I fall off. Just like you guys said in the Q&A, anonymous attendee said. I love when you guys comment as anonymous attendees because I like calling you anonymous attendees, but I also like guessing who you are. Okay, so no matter what. Now, raise your hand or raise your hand if you've ever done a diet before, you've ever done a program before, and you're like cruising, you're like crushing it, right? Day 1, day 2, day 3, you are eating on plan. You are kind of psyched out of your mind. You're riding the high. You're losing a couple pounds. You're feeling energetic. You're feeling good. Thursday comes around. You're in the meeting with your boss. He announces that your whole project is getting canceled. Something stressful comes up. Box of donuts there. You're like, oh, fuck it. Screw it. Like, this is so annoying. At least this will make me feel better. Then you eat the donut. Then you're like, oh, man, I ate the donut. I said I wasn't going to eat the donut. And then it's like happy hour. And you're like, whatever. I already ate the donut. So then you start indulging in like the chips and queso and margaritas. You're like, screw it. We'll start again Monday. Anyone, can I get a raise of hands? Anyone been there? Yes. Thank you, you guys. Thank you guys for raising your hands. I love you guys so much. Next challenge, you guys, somebody remind me. I want to make this more like a meeting style or more like where we can really chat with each other. I like it to be more engaging. So we'll do that next time, if there is a next time. Okay. So my point here is that every moment is a Monday morning moment, okay? So notice when you have the urge to throw in the towel and do not do it. Now, it's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to take a deep breath and remind yourself, oh, this is why this is different, right? This is the cutest thing. Okay. So my dad put this on, my dad randomly like came up to my office, like creeper, and put this paperweight that I absolutely love. And it says, never, never, never quit. Winston Churchill. I mean, literally not that profound. But this is what he put on my desk. And that's literally it, you guys. That is the Yummy Mummy Method's definition of commitment. You just cannot quit, capital Q. So what's a capital Q quit? It's the throwing in the towel until the Monday. Now, a little quit, like we just talked about the donut example, that might be a little bit of a quit, like a little detour, like a weak moment. The work there is how quickly can I get back on track, okay? So what I want to make very loud and very clear to all y'all is this. It's not about not making mistakes. That's where diet culture has screwed us in the past. It's not about being perfect. It's actually about expecting. Now, don't use this against yourself. Don't go use this to like go eat a million donuts right now. The work is expecting that you will make a mistake. And the work is how quickly can I get back on? I like to gamify it. I'm like, oh, I just ate a bite. This moment is a Monday morning moment. How quickly can I get right back? And it's like a new, so my brain loves that. You'll test with your brain. Your brain might like to game it. It might not. My brain's like, oh, I'm in for that. If we're like making this a game, we're making this a challenge, like I'm right back on. I'm going to go like out for a walk. I'm going to do a reset. I'm going to drink a huge glass of water. I'm going to reset. I'm going to remind myself, and this is what we're going to work on today too. I'm going to remind myself why I am doing this, right? It's not enough to just do something to be doing it. We have to know our whys, okay? So let's talk about that for a second. Why? First of all, how much weight do you want to lose? Like, let's be honest. How much weight do you want to lose? I like to have you guys pick a range. So today, a big piece of the homework today is going to be coming up with your ravenous reasons, your compelling reasons. I call them ravenous reasons because I want you to be starving for your whys, right? I want you to be starving for your whys versus the donut, okay? So why do you want to lose weight? I do like to kind of black and white it a little bit. So if you guys are up for it, what is your goal? Would you be willing to tell me in the Q&A? Put it in a range. I want to lose 20 to 25 pounds. I want to, some of you guys are afraid to put it down on paper. I get it. I dare you. I want to lose 100 to 110 pounds. I'm going to lose 3 to 5 pounds. I want to lose 10 to 15 pounds. There's no right or wrong, okay? And there's no shame, okay? And I want you to know that there's this thing that some of us do that some of us want to lose like 5, 10, 15, and we're like, it's 5, 10, 15 pounds. Like, why am I spending so much time and energy on this problem? It's only 5 or 10 pounds. It's not only 5 or 10 pounds. It's the mental, emotional, energetic weight that is holding you back. Like that is weighing you down, right? That is what we want to measure. Not like, because that's what I used to do. Like, it's only this amount of pounds. Why am I wasting all this time, energy, money, resources on this problem? Because it's consuming me, right? You guys always want your bank accounts and your calendars to reflect the biggest problems in your life, even if society or your lower brain or whatever is telling you that's not really a problem. You get to decide whether or not it's a problem. And when I finally admitted to myself that this is the biggest problem in my life, then I actually freaking solved it, right? So be willing to admit, be willing to give yourself permission to solve the thing that would give you the most lift, that would make you feel amazing, right? Like, what is the one thing? My guess is your relationship with food, your body, your weight. My guess is that's what you want to solve more than anything in the world. Like, ask yourself, if I could just have one thing, like dialed, locked and loaded, done and done, what would that be? And if it's to weigh what you just put in the Q&A, I want to encourage you to be willing to go all in with your bank account, with your calendar, right? With your priorities. So many of us are letting our lives be run on default, on autopilot. And we're going to be at the end of our lives in despair, regretful. Sorry to be a Debbie Downer. But I'm doing this on purpose. I'm telling you guys this on purpose because good news, you get to interrupt it. You get to move from the back seat and probably what feels like a tight 2-year-old car seat to the driver's seat. And you get to start deciding and making decisions for yourself now that you know this is in your control. And I'm going to teach you how to keep making it a part of something that's in your control, right? So you always want to make sure that your calendar and your bank account reflects the top 1, 2, 3 priorities in your life. Be willing to make this a huge priority because on the other side of it is your whys, your compelling reasons manifested, okay? So we got optimal health and energy. I love that. Now, you don't have to do this. Deborah, you do not have to take me up on this. I would love for you to quantify that. You don't have to quantify it with pounds. But some of you guys are saying optimal health and energy. But what does that mean? How are we going to know whether or not you've arrived? Is it a cholesterol score? Is it a waist circumference? How are we going to know that you are at optimal health? What measures? What numbers? And if you're freaked out about numbers, let's talk about it. Why? Why are you freaked out about numbers? Okay, we want to lose 15 to 18 pounds, 10 to 15 pounds, 40 to 50 pounds, 20 pounds, 20 pounds, 50 to 70 pounds, 30 to 50 pounds, 15 to 20, 25 to 35, 5 to 10. I love this, 5 to 8. Okay, this is so good. 20 to 25. I actually had to reach my goal and weighed even 10 pounds less. And okay, so Marlene's talking about gaining it back. No shame in gaining it back. You just haven't been taught how to do this for the last time, how to do it permanently. Do not shame yourself if you've gained it back. There's probably a really good reason as to why you gained it back. You guys, it's not heroin. It's just food, okay? It's not the worst thing ever. You had a little extra food. Not a big deal. Our bodies are starting to change too as we go into perimenopause and menopause. We have to learn about that. We have to learn how to adapt. That's why I love this method because it teaches you exactly how to test, retest. It teaches you exactly how to iterate, reiterate. It teaches you exactly how to take in new circumstances like perimenopause, like a huge stressor in your life, and adapt accordingly. Okay. So 30 to 35. I love it, you guys. How much weight do you want to lose? Yeah, so no shame if you lost weight in the past and you've gained it back. That was me like literally 18 times. Not even kidding. Cannot even tell you how many times I gained and lost the same freaking amount of weight. Bananas. It makes me crazy. But there's no shame. It's not my fault. Now, was it my right and my responsibility to heal this at the root once and for freaking all? Yes, it was. That's my opinion. You guys get to decide for yourselves, okay? So, yeah, and so it's totally fine if you gain some weight back. I'm going to teach you how to do this for the last time. Okay, so, okay, great. Deborah did quantify it. Okay, sorry, Deborah, I missed that. Okay, yes, sorry. I love you, Deborah. Don't be mad at me, Deborah! My husband's like down in his home office and he's going to be like, oh my God, she's yelling at them again. Why is she yelling at them? Daily walk, sleep 7 to 8 hours, fit into clothes. That's amazing, Deborah. Let's do it. Okay. So now it is time for us to create our ravenous reasons. Okay. The why behind the goal, because what is the point of a goal if there's no why behind it, right? So I want you guys to start coming up with your 5 ravenous reasons. One of the main reasons I want you to come up with your ravenous reasons is because when you are in those moments where your commitment feels like it might be waning a little bit, you get to plug in one of those ravenous reasons, right? Like, yes, of course, I really want the donut. And I'm going to teach you guys about this too, because I don't want you beating yourself up and I don't want you yelling yourself or being mean to yourself when you're saying no, thank you to your lower brain. When you say no, thank you to those urges, when you say no, thank you to those cravings, I want you to be really kind and sweet to yourself. I want you to talk to yourself like you're talking to your best friend, right? You're going to be like, no, what's wrong with you? Don't eat a donut, you stupid idiot. You'd be like, oh, yeah, of course you want the donuts. Those are like the special donuts from blah, blah, blah. But we already made a commitment, so we're on a commitment. Oh, sorry. And then you can plug it. And the reason we're going to honor this commitment is because because we want it to be easy for us to play on the floor with our kids. Because we want to say yes when our kid asks us to come in the pool. Because we want to go shopping in our closet. Because we want to wake up every day light, alive, and zesty. We want it. We want that life. Okay, and then the donut is going to lose its power. Not completely lose its power, but it's going to soften the blow. Right? It's like, what do I want more? Remember the 2 types of discomfort? We talked about these yesterday. There's 2 types of discomfort. Does anybody remember what they are? Pop quiz. Pop quiz in the school. Get it. Okay. Discomfort of staying the same or the discomfort of change. You get to decide which one you want. Your lower brain is always going to vote for the familiar kind of discomfort. Your brain doesn't even care if choosing the familiar discomfort of eating the donut doesn't serve you. Doesn't care. Because remember, your lower brain's job is to seek pleasure and avoid pain. Okay. Oh my God, Deborah, you're my new freaking favorite person. Look at this why that's coming in hot. Okay, so start thinking. I'm going to keep talking about ravenous reasons and why they're so important. But Deborah's giving me a hot ravenous reason. I am starving. Okay, so Deborah's saying, the why behind my goal of optimal health and energy is to live a long, pain-free, healthy, happy, productive life. Writing and doing my art and dancing until I reach 100 years old or better. Yes! I'm lit up by that. Now, Deborah, how do you feel when you say that to yourself? When you remember your why? When you remember, oh, I'm not having the donut today. And if we want the donut, we can plan for the donut next week or tomorrow or whatever, right? You can always plan a joy. You can always plan what I like to call it a yummy mummy munchie. Because sometimes they're not joyful, you guys. Because sometimes you eat the donut, you're like, oh God, this was not even that good. Taste buds start to change, your hunger hormones start to change, and you genuinely do start craving healthy food. It is magic. Makes it so much easier. Okay, this is so good. We got more ravenous. Okay, so I want you guys in the chat or sorry, the Q&A, and if you're on Instagram and you want to throw them in the comments, that would be amazing too. So, I want you guys to start putting in your whys, your ravenous reasons. You're going to come up with at least 5. Besides the yummy mummy, we do a lot more and we borrow from each other all the time because we want a very dense arsenal of ravenous reasons. Because I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes your ravenous reason just falls flat. It just doesn't work. You're just like, I don't give a shit about the water slide with my daughter in the summer. I don't give a crap about shopping in my closet. I don't care about dancing when I'm 100. I just want to eat the friggin' chips or cupcakes or whatever. Screw that. I literally don't care. Right? So that's why we want tons and tons and tons. We want a deep list. Right? And there will be times where, remember what I talked about, the 2 types of discomfort, where you will just have to breathe through. And people are always like, well, I can't lose weight for the last time because I don't have motivation. I'm like, you don't need motivation. Yeah, it's nice to have motivation. It's more fun when you're motivated, but sorry. Hold on. There will be times that you will not feel motivated. Okay? There will be times where you're just like, oh, I just don't feel like it. And that's where you get to pay in discomfort dollars. That's the currency for you losing weight. There will be times here and there where it's uncomfortable and you're not motivated and just don't feel like it. And you do it anyways. Right? Real commitment. Following through on your word no matter what. Right? I'm sure you don't feel like following through on your other commitments. PTO. The project at work. By your husband. Sure, some of you guys would like to go make out with a little hottie at the dive bar down the street. I'm totally kidding, you guys. Well, I'm kind of kidding. But we honor all of our other commitments. We do. We're amazing at it. And it doesn't feel good all the time. You guys are more practiced than you think. Okay, so yes, in the Q&A, you guys are crushing it. Put more and more and more ravenous reasons. Now, here's something I'm going to add to the ravenous reasons homework that's going to make these ravenous reasons even more potent. Okay? You ready for it? You're writing your ravenous reasons. I want you to say the why behind the why. Okay? Yeah, but like, why do you want to dance at 100? And what I really want you to get specific about is like, what is that going to feel like? So it's really kind of twofold. Why do you want to dance when you're 100? Why do you want to make art when you're 100? What comes up? Why? And then what is that going to feel like to be able to dance when you are 100? Right? Okay, so here's some other ravenous reasons. I want to love shopping for a new dress. I love that. That is so fun when you just feel like yourself in your skin. You slip on that dress and you're like, hot damn. Like, you guys, that's fun. And people say that that's vain. Number one, vanity is not bad. Number two, I don't actually think it's vain because for me, my outfits and like what I wear is a form. It's a huge form for me because I love like style. I love my style. Which sounds kind of weird, but I do. I wouldn't say I like love fashion, but I love having fun getting dressed. I love expressing myself through clothes and earrings. I'm not wearing fun earrings today, but actually these are still really cute, but you get my point. So I actually think it's a form of self-expression. For me, it's an art form. And so I think it's actually the opposite of vanity. And I actually think that so many of us are robbing ourselves of being able to express ourselves because we don't feel good in our bodies. And so there's so many reasons why I think it's so important that you love your body, you love the skin you're in, you love this home. It affects every other area of your life. Your marriage, your parenting, your money, the amount of money that you make, if you do make money. It affects your friendships, your travel, the way you experience nature. I'm not kidding you guys. It is everything. Everything levels up when you feel like yourself in your body, including going shopping for a dress, which to me is not vain. So how will that feel, Megan, when you go shopping for a new dress and you slip it on and you're like, hot damn, booty bam? How's that going to feel in your body? I want you guys connecting to the feelings behind these ravenous reasons. Oh, this is so fun, you guys. Okay, let's keep reading some more. Let's try to get everyone get to 5, and then the why behind it. Like, well, why do you want to go shopping for that dress? So how is that going to feel? Okay, you guys are saying, I'm so tired of this food drama taking up my headspace. Okay, so you can keep that. That's perfect. What if we change it to an affirmative? Like what do you want to spend your headspace on? Like, what do you want to think about? Because it's easier to move towards versus like pushing away. And I get it. And it's not wrong. It's not bad. You can totally keep it. Why? Why don't you want this drama taking up your headspace? What else could be possible? The side of my hair is it's not doing what I want it to do, guys. So this part is not me expressing myself correctly. Okay, let's see. What else are you guys saying? The whys, the whys, the whys. I want to read more whys. These are so fun. Okay. To be able to buy things online and know they will fit and look good in it. Yeah. The amount of time that we waste shopping, sending stuff back, re-shopping, it's bananas. Why? So why, Stephanie? To get compliments and actually believe them. Ooh, that is such a good one. We go so deep on that inside the Yummy Mummy experience. It's such a gift to be able to receive compliments. Not because we need the validation or we need the accolades, but when you can fully receive compliments, The reason is because, like Stephanie's saying, you believe them and you're walking around every day with that belief. That's the best way to live in the world, in this one precious home that is your body. Believing that it's like worthy and perfect just the way that it is. Seriously. It's like when you live like that, it's like someone's complimenting you all the time. And I don't mean that from like a conceited, arrogant tone. I mean that from like, you are, I don't know if you guys are religious or spiritual, but you are like a perfect child of the universe, of God. You really, truly are. I'm spiritual, not so much religious, but I do believe that we are all perfect beings. Now, yes, perfectly and imperfectly make mistakes, of course, but your value and your worth is not up for discussion. Okay? And that's a lot of the work that we do inside. To be a more positive person and to be able to uplift others. Oh my God, that is so cool. Right? And so much of this weight trauma is blocking us from being able to contribute and leave our mark on the world and leave a legacy. I'm not kidding you guys. So I really want you guys to, okay, so Stephanie, why? Why do you want these things? What is that going to feel like for you when you are able to be a more positive person? When you're able to uplift, that's such a gift for them and for you. To be able to uplift and elevate others. How is that going to feel for you when you get to do that? That's so cool. What a legacy already. You just having that intention means that you are already doing that and being that. So I want you to receive that and give yourself credit already. Okay? Okay, we got more reasons. My reason is to stop holding myself back. This is Marlene, from living the amazing life I have and be happy and connected with my family. So many people tell me this. My clients come through the Yummy Mummy experience, and then at the end, they say to me all the time, I had a beautiful life. I just wasn't living it. I was on the sidelines. And now I'm front and center. I'm in all the pictures. I'm the one making the fun plans. I'm playing the pickleball. I'm playing the soccer. I'm skiing with my kids, right? To stop holding myself back. The time is now. One precious life. It goes by like that. Let's take it back, okay? I want to be happy and connected with my family. I am so grateful that this work exists. I always see my life kind of as like two trajectories. I'm so grateful to my past self that she chose this sliding door, because I can see those moments when I would snap at my kids because I just ate their leftover French toast and I'm mad because now I just, didn't keep my word to myself. And then I'm like taking it out on them. And then it's just like the whole day feeds off of that. Right. And it's like, now, do I do this perfectly? Like, do I do parenting perfectly? Do I not snap at my kids? Like, no, I don't. We're all learning. We're all going to be learning forever. And that's okay. This whole life thing is a practice. But so many of us have so much room to level up that practice. We have so much room. There's so much more for you if you will come and get it. Okay. So right now I'm using my weight problem to keep, exactly, Marlene. Right now, she's saying, right now I'm using my weight problem to keep me from being happy. Do you want to know how you lose weight? How we do it in Yummy Mummy? Is we learn how to be happy now. And the weight starts falling off because that fuel makes it easier. Oh God, there's like a mosquito in here. How is there a mosquito? Oh my God, I got it, you guys. I freaking got the mosquito. Oh my God, ew. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't even believe this. This is disgusting. I'm literally going to freak out. It's literally the mosquito guts are just on my desk. Oh my God. Barfalicious. Freaking freak. Okay. We're done. Okay. Back to the program. So I really want to encourage you to start being happy now with little wins, with little true pleasures. What causes happiness? What causes the feeling of happy? Your thoughts. You can start thinking thoughts that make you feel happy right now. What are some of those? Here's why this is so important. Because when you feel happy, when you feel positive, when you feel grateful, when you feel calm, you're relaxed, grounded, you pick the way you want to feel, you do better. When you feel better, you do better. So it's really important. Now you're a human, so you're still going to feel like ass some of the time. That's okay. It's not a problem. We know how to mire through that too. I teach you guys all of that. Okay. So I want you, that's your homework, Marlene. You get extra homework. Sorry. Really, it should be for everybody. Everybody should be thinking about, how do I think I'm going to feel over there? Confident, light, alive, again, vibrant, happy, free, sexy. How do I start feeling like that now? It's possible. And that will fuel you. We always think it's the opposite. I want you guys to stop playing the when-then game, because if you indulge in that game, it won't ever end. It's called arrival fallacy. When I weigh X, then I'll feel X, which is probably true. But you don't have to wait for the result to feel it, because our feelings come from our thoughts, not the number on the scale. Not kidding you. Now, physically, will you feel better? Energetically, will you feel better when you lose this weight? Yeah, you will. But emotionally, I want you to start working on your thoughts cause your feelings. Your thoughts cause your feelings. Your thoughts cause your feelings. Not your, sorry, just have like a random itch. The number on the scale is not causing your emotions, okay? So I want you to think about, how do I think I'm going to feel over there? And how can I think that, how can I feel that now by thinking thoughts? Okay, that is such better fuel than punishment fuel, than shame fuel, which so many of us are doing. Again, this is why we really take 6 months to do a deep dive on all of this inside the experience, and try and give you as much as I can right now in the School of Skinny. So I would add that, if you guys are up for it, to your homework. How do I think I'm going to feel? Or sure, throw it in the chat now. How do I think I'm going to feel over there when I'm at my dream come true weight? And how can I feel that now? By thinking thoughts. What's one thought I could think to feel happy now? Okay, you guys picking up what I'm putting down? Jenny J's in the house, yay! Okay, so how do I think I'm gonna feel over there? Confident, light, alive, vibrant, zesty. And how can I feel that now? Because that is actually going to help you create the result that you want. You trying to shame or punish or beat yourself into oblivion in order to get to the goal is not gonna work. It's just not. You've already tried it. Can't hate yourself in. It's like, you literally can't. It doesn't work for permanent results. Okay. So, oh, this is so fun. What I feel is hope and possibility for my ideal future. I've made improvements in what I eat for the longest time. For over half my life, I've been a vegetarian, and I'm working my way to veganism, which is more challenging. I'm 74 on meds for depression and baby aspirin only. Okay. My further reasons behind the reasons: I dress like a hippie, hiding my curves. And I want to be more feminine. I want to be able to dance, because I used to live for dancing. And after injuries and 2 hip surgeries, low energy, I've not danced. Okay. Yes. I also want a loving partner. Yes. I don't want to be alone. Yeah. Well, let's do it, Deborah. Let's go get all of that. It's totally available to you. I want my wedding ring to fit properly. Oh my God. Lord, if everyone says that, and everybody inside the Yummy Mummy, their wedding rings fit nice and loosely. How much deeper should I go with the reasons behind the reasons? As deep as you want. I would keep going. There's so, like, there's a philosophy of, and I call it inside the Yummy Mummy, like the why times 5. I forget exactly who came up with it. You can ask why 5 times and keep going and keep going and keep going and keep going. Why not? All you're going to do is find more support for you while the donuts are sitting on the counter. You guys, and the more you do this, the more the donuts are going to start to look like a stalk of celery. Seriously, I'm not even kidding. Okay. Okay, I love your reasons, you guys. Okay, you guys have tons of reasons in here. I'm not going to read all of them. I want to make sure that we cover everything that we have for today and end on time. Do you guys have any other questions, or any other questions coming up that you really want answered so far about the plan, about what commitment is, about what ravenous reasons are and why we need to have them? Yeah, a lot of teachers have something about the why behind the why. So that's great. Okay. So what questions do you guys have? Throw them in the Q&A. And then I want to go over homework, you guys, because I want you to make sure that you post your 5 reasons in the Facebook group so you can be entered into win the next prize. Okay. And then I do want to talk to you guys about your journaling practice. Okay. So yesterday you are asked to get a notepad, a notebook, a Google Doc, the Notes app on your phone, whatever you want to dedicate to the School of Skinny and the Yummy Mummy method. I want you guys to have one notebook that is yours that is dedicated to just this, okay? And I want you to start writing every single day. That is a part of the commitment. Now, if you're like, I'm not a writer downer, I'm not a journaler, I just can't journal, it's just not who I am. I want you to just suspend that belief just for a week. And you can always go back to being a not journaler, okay? And I want you to start writing down just a couple things. Remember yesterday we talked about so much of this is a remembering practice because our lower brains will get really clever and trick us into forgetting that we're doing this, right? 5 p.m. happy hour. It's oh, wait, what? We're on a plan. We're doing a plan. What? Right? So I want you to start doing a journaling practice. This is like brushing your teeth every day. If you brush your teeth every day for the rest of your life, you're probably going to have a pretty healthy mouth. Your teeth probably aren't going to fall out of your face, right? And the same goes here. It's just that nobody taught us that we have to brush our brains and brush our mindsets and our emotional intelligence every single day, okay? So every single day, you are going to write down your plan, what your plan is, because again, this is a remembering practice. And then I want you to write down a rough idea of what you're going to eat that day. It just helps you to make decisions ahead of time. Now, you don't have to do that part. That part's optional. Then I want you to write down one ravenous reason, and I want you to write down how you want to feel today. I want you to write down your weight, and then I want you to write down something that is very pleasurable or a glimmer, right? Because a lot of us are going to be taking away a false pleasure. For a lot of us, eating food, and this is what they're actually seeing with all these GLP-1s and the Ozempics and the Wegovys and all that, they're seeing a spike in depression with those patients because their pleasure source has been taken away, okay? And what I want you guys to do is I teach my clients how to add more pleasure, more fun, more enjoyment. And so putting a spot for this in your journal every day is going to be huge. I'm going to email you guys this. I'm going to put this in Facebook. Don't worry, you're going to have everything that you need. And if you don't, then just reach out to me and I'll get you guys. Okay. Let's see. Okay. I think we really covered a lot today. So your ravenous reasons and your journaling practice. That's your main homework. Okay. Questions. You guys have any questions before we end? I feel like we're really, really thorough today. So questions, let me know before I get off. I really feel like this was so fun. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being so engaged. Make sure that you have the next 3 days marked in your calendar. You want to be here. Remember, I told you guys, if you do not have this in your calendar, you will not create it. That is one of the reasons, most likely, you don't weigh what you want to weigh, is because it's just not being reflected in your calendar. Look at every single day. What are you doing? Are you spending time on yourself? Are you spending time on the results and the goals that you want to create or not? Right? A lot of us spend a lot of time taking care of other people. And it's time and it's not comfortable. It's not comfortable to put on your calendar, journal for 15 minutes, and then actually do it. Especially when your daughter's like, I really need help finding my library books. No, you freaking don't, child. I'm journaling, right? And so there is a level of discomfort that comes with you honoring your word around food and you honor your word around your calendar. But that is one of the main reasons. If your bank account and if your calendar do not reflect this goal, that is one of the main reasons. There's others too, right? We talked about a lot of them. That's one of the main reasons why you don't have what you want. Plain and simple. Easy to solve for. Not that big of a deal, actually, right? People make this problem so much harder than it needs to be. The solution actually is very easy, very, very simple. Okay. So reach out to me if you guys have questions. I love you guys so much. I'm going to see you guys in the Facebook group, and I'm going to see you tomorrow at 9 a.m. I want you to show up live. See if you can do it. You can follow through in your word and then give yourself that gold star. Wow, I'm amazing. I'm doing this. I'm crushing it. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Love you. Bye, everybody.